Hey guys, this is not gonna be kind of a live recorded video or a gameplay video really. Well, we might switch it up at the end, but it's mostly just an update video. So we've gotten a new mid-season patch. There's a lot of changes in the mid-season patch, and I'm sure most of you have already seen the patch notes. But yeah, tons of changes. One big change that's definitely gonna affect our Mongol playstyle. But so first things first, though, I did publish 2 weeks ago a vote for when we hit 400 subscribers. Would maybe give some options for everyone in the community to vote and see what everyone would want. Um, First place in the voting was with 38% was nothing. Just keep casting your games. So yeah, that's why I haven't really done anything particularly. Mostly everyone voted just to just keep playing, keep casting. And then second place was tied between doing a subscriber coaching session and a cast review, subscriber submitted games. So um, that being said, I do appreciate you guys voting. I do appreciate the guys that commented and had kind of specific um, comments and suggestions and things that they would like to see. And one thing, there was three comments, and one of them mentioned that they would like to see some of the alternate comps to Megadite Keshik, um, and as well as reviewing games from viewers would be helpful, and a video of general table strats and do's and don'ts versus specific civs for Mongol. So that is something I will have to touch base with a couple of guys over doing something like that, just to make sure I do it right. Just making like a PowerPoint or something like that for the general table strats, but I will put it on my to-do list, and I appreciate the comment, Soft Noise. And then another another comment was from Jamie, and he was saying that tips and tricks for build orders for the different civs. Okay, so yeah, just the build orders and variations for different civs. So like towering your gold for Ottoman spearmen early on. So yeah, there's definitely some variations that need to be done versus different civs, depending on meta and what you scout. So we can definitely do like a variation type of a video. And then another comment from Bosky. He would like to see more Vongo videos, like particularly against Chinese, and reviewing submitted games. So that would definitely love to review submitted games and videos against Chinese. Yeah, if I play China, I'll upload it, right? But unfortunately, I haven't been playing a ton recently, the last couple of days, so it's kind of hit and miss when I do play, and then when I do play, it's kind of depending on if I play China or not, right? So there isn't a ton of Chinese players this season, I think. Anywho, so I did bring up, and this kind of brought me to the this issue where, so submitted games, I would definitely be down to check them out and things like that. But you guys don't really have a place to like get me the message that you would like me to review a game or something like that. So I was kind of curious if you guys would like a Discord or something, or even if maybe if I just publish my personal Discord on the settings there. That's what maybe that's what I'll do for now, and in the future, if there's enough people, we could do like our own specific Discord. Is what I would guess, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure like how to make a Discord like for a bunch of people, but I guess just for excuse me, just for like this message and stuff, like I guess for for being able to hit me up like with a game or anything like that. You guys could just hit me up with like a message on my personal Discord. I'll put it in my public profile, I guess. It's just Inka, INKA, and I don't know what the number is, the specific number, how to like invite someone or anything to that. So I guess that's another issue. I'm not entirely sure. And I'm here on my Discord right now trying to find usernames have been truncated. Yeah, I don't need my username truncated. Okay, it's L_Inka is my username. So I will try to put that into my profile here on YouTube so you guys can see that, and then hopefully you can kind of direct message me, shoot me a friend request on Discord, direct message me, and if we get enough people, or if there's some comments on this video about just doing a setup with a Discord, let me know. I'm in a couple of Discords with a couple other buddies where I might be able to like do a subsection in their Discord for you guys. So yeah, either way, I would definitely love to do like player submitted videos and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. So it's definitely a good way to, you know, check out stuff and learn from plays. So yeah, feel free to hit me up on that. Besides that, I'm also now playing, or not playing, but I went to the Denver King of the Rockies LAN yesterday, and it was really cool. Met a bunch of the guys, a bunch of the players. Went out and had a beer with them, and it was really cool. I think I'm gonna go down again today and check it all out. And then hopefully we make the finals as well on Sunday, but we'll see. But that's why, in part, why I haven't been playing so much. I've been super tired from rugby practice and just like life stuff. So I've just been super getting home late and tired. So I haven't been able to get a chance to play. But that being said, now that everything's kind of cut up to date, I did want to go over the Mongol changes we got. So we got the Khan Hunters getting unlocked from the Deer Stones. So what this means is you get bonus range on your Mangudai, on all your archers, and for normal Mongol play, this is actually really big. Because if you're like an imp and you've got +1 range archers, that's huge. Yeah, because basically you can get for minimal cost boosted archer range, and it's not huge in feudal. It's gonna be noticeable, but in like castle it's gonna be a little bit more noticeable, and then in imp you really should be able to feel it in imp with a bonus, 1 full range bonus basically. And your Cav archers, you're gonna be able to feel it basically immediately because you get a 1 full range tile bonus. Now that being said, it is a support unit, the Khan Hunter. It does damage, shoots, you know, an arrow just like a Mangudai does or your Khan, but it's not a lot of DPS. It shoots pretty slowly, once every 2 seconds. It's only 4 damage, I believe, is its base damage. So it's not super strong, but again, its role isn't to be the main damage dealer. But it does have additional range compared to the Mangudai. It shoots a little bit further, and it's it has the Scouting Falcon, and this is actually one of the big things with it. And actually, just yesterday at the LAN with the boys and stuff, everyone there, Wham in a post-game interview was after he played Mongols and Khan Hunters. Basically was able to confirm that if you drop your Scouting Falcon from your Khan Hunter, it will cancel out and block Night Charges or Cap Charges. So that's actually really big if they're chasing you. You can basically Scouting Falcon and cancel a charge on you, which is huge. So just keep rallying here. And we don't have an exact build for this, and it's kind of funky, right? Because like we've played around with 5 villagers on age up. There you go. We played around with 5 villagers on age up and just getting it up a little bit faster. But resources are really tight. The Khan Hunter is 60 wood, 60 gold, so it's not cheap. It's cheap, but it's not at the same time, because that's a lot of gold. And your army comp is already pretty gold heavy with Mangudai and Kashyyyks. And now you're not trading, right? Or your trade is delayed significantly, so you don't have a great eco with this. So I still haven't figured out an exact build order that I feel like is a really great fit yet. I did, I've done 5 on age up and skipping wheelbarrow and things like that, but I do feel like your eco is just so bad that if you do skip wheelbarrow, it's a pretty big detriment to you actually. I feel like you don't want to skip wheelbarrow. And you're still wanting to make Mangudai first before you make Khan Hunters. Khan Hunter is good, but it's 100% a support unit, so you definitely want Mangudai first. And then plus potentially into 4 Khan Hunters. Or into 2 Khan Hunters and then back into Mangudai. But it kind of depends. And Khan Hunters do also train a little bit faster, so this is it's a big buff to our playstyle. A massive buff. Actually, everyone will go to gold. I will just take one of you to go into wood. So the idea with this build, is just to still get Mangudai out, right? And you can see the Khan Hunters here, 60 wood, 60 gold, 20 seconds, right? So you get your double Mangudai. You probably just still double produce Mangudai twice, because that's worth it, right? Because you're trying to get that damage out as much as you can. Maybe against like Abbasid, military wing, you drop that Khan Hunter next, just to get that that range out to match their archers a little bit better, right? So you can kite that a little bit nicer. But let's go over here. Now we can make a Khan Hunter. And after 10 villagers on food, that's enough to make Kashyyyk, Mangudai, and villagers constantly. You can see we're actually starting to go, oh shit, to stack up food now, right? So we're gonna drop a Khan Hunter, and then probably drop a Mangudai. And then the next villager drops off wood, we drop another range probably, or a stable, one or the other, right? There's a scout over here. I don't know why these, I was clicking back here, maybe it was too, it wasn't enough, I don't know. Anywho, so here's the Khan Hunter. 4 damage, 5.25 tile range. And then you're gonna see how the gets affected. I'll go 7 onto gold here. Oh shit, I didn't drop these off. I'm gonna drop these off and come back. So, our Mangudai now, 4.5 tile range instead of 3. 1 Khan Hunter with 5.25 tile range, and he's got his arrow. So this is really big, right? Yeah, I mean it's a huge change. And then now, I guess you would go into trade, like a delayed market, I guess you could do. There's just a lot of different options here, I guess. But your ability to raid and stuff is going to be a lot stronger now. You can see how the range that we're in, we're outside of TC range basically. You never really have to fully dive. And previously you would have to dive a lot more, right? Same with this. This strafe is a lot easier to do once you have this extra range, right? And you're getting a lot more damage in. Now the Con Hunter is not necessarily a unit that you're trying to use as a... Oh my god. It's not a unit that you're necessarily trying to use as a like actual fighting unit, but the extra range is huge. Like just for like an extra snipe here and there, you're gonna be able to do a lot. You can see the range that you can start picking. It's just so much. Like we almost picked the guy, and those last couple of hits were Con Hunters. So if you do start mixing in a few Con Hunters, your army's not gonna get weaker for it. That's for sure. And then it's so heavy on gold. Just like to get your market transition, like even going, your trade transition even going, I almost feel like you have to like commit into you have to commit into, look at that range, it's crazy. Like, okay, your con is what, 6 range now? 6.5 tile range is your con. So that's wild, right? You're basically a longbow in this early state of the game, right? And with 10 villagers on gold, now you can actually afford to like trade transition. If you try to trade transition before, you can't really do it. You can't really afford it. Oh my god. And we'll just keep rallying onto wood again. And then now that we're like a little bit heavier on wood, we can probably like drop a blacksmith, drop stables and things like that. But yeah, we're still working out exactly what we can do with this build order. We'll stop at the 10 minutes since we like to do 10-minute benchmarks. But that's kind of the idea. Thing is, you have no eco. You get the early wheelbarrow, which is nice, but we didn't get any eco tax, and it's partly because we probably could have gotten eco tax, but you're cutting unit production, right? And it's that gold is so expensive. 60 gold on these units is, it's pricey. One thing is 60 gold when it's when you're trading, right? When you've established trade by this point, that's perfect, right? Because it's gonna play into your trade, right? But 60 gold before you really committed to it is a different thing. So 18 Mangonite, 4 Con Hunters, so 22 units, which is really similar to what you could kind of do when you just max out units. But we don't have any trade behind it, which is kind of the rough part. Usually with a Silver Tree build, we're like around that amount of units, but we're got traders out, right? We got 8, 7, 8, 6 traders, something like that, right? At this point. So one thing we can do here too, we can check out your total resources that we gathered at 10 minutes. This is kind of a benchmark that we always like checking. And we are at 7157. So yeah, we're 600-700 resources less than we would like to be, or where we usually sit at. So it's definitely not an economically strong build. It is all military focused. And kind of because we're going into Deerstones, it's kind of kind of a bait because now we can't trade in some regards. But against certain civs like French and stuff, this, it's gonna give us a little bit more viability because we don't want to trade anyways. Just commit more villagers to gold, and this might start switching up like your Deerstone play might switch up how you use your Ulu Stone. Maybe you double produce the first couple of units, but then maybe you're getting Ecotex, right? Maybe you're just getting Ecotex early, and that's what's equalizing. You're just getting Ecotex, and you're equalizing Ecotex with a stone, and that's kind of your true economic boost. So maybe that's another play that could be done. That's something I'm gonna play around with a bit. That's why I haven't published a build yet for the Con Hunters. It's just Deerstones is good in its own way, but it's got some serious weaknesses with scaling, and yeah, you could always go into 2TC instead. You just drop this one archery range, make some units, and then you save what 150, 300, 600, 700. We could be dropping a second TC right around now, but do we have the proper pressure behind this if we got in our Ecotex earlier? So there's a lot of things that need to be kind of looked into. I think part of it might be also that gold acquisition. We might put a couple more villagers on gold, so we're going to check it out and kind of see what we do with this still. We're not entirely positive with what we want to do. I do want to see, you guys are kind of see how I do build orders and stuff here a little bit, but a little bit, late on the start too, so that didn't really help. Kind of a sloppy start. Getting the wood, getting the food. 6-1. I'm curious. I also had messed around with 5 villagers on Egypt, and you pop out your first set of Mangudai basically 20 seconds faster, right? And you can afford it, but you're super all in and your Ecotech suffer pretty bad. So I'm curious here, right? 5-2, 5-3, 63. We stop at 6. I go back on the food. At this point, if we were at 6 instead and like 4 on gold, I wonder if we're just getting like double broad X or something now, or even specialized pick, right? Just to get that extra umph. And then it's tempting. Like here we could drop a Gur pretty nonchalantly, right? And get that improved bonus, but to get this out, and we're still rallying the food. Maybe 10 on food isn't a mistake. Maybe we need to stop on 9 on food. Because now we're floating a lot of food, right? We got 200 food, a couple villagers in queue, and we got nowhere to use this food. I mean, I guess double broad X, but we don't have the gold. If we have 100 here, we could drop an extra Gur on the Ulu. And we just double down on unit production, right? But I wonder if Ecotech is the way to go and just use your Mangudai, use your Cons Hunters to just skirmish and peel back as much as you can. And get Ecotechs behind this. Because now we're up to 7 gold, which is, I mean, we never go up to 7 gold. We'll go up to 10 eventually, so, but maybe it's too late we do this, right? Maybe we need to do this sooner. We're still floating a lot of food. And now with double rangers, we're probably going to start using up that food a little bit better. But gold is still the choke point, it looks like. Food is doing okay. Gold is still kind of the controlling issue. I mean, now we're kind of, with 2 ranges, we're in a decent spot. But again, we're floating 200 resources here and there pretty significantly. Consistently, we're doing that. We are building a trader. I finished before I could check. Anywho, so we're gonna play around with this a bit more and see if we can get some different variations and stuff to make the build a little bit more viable. But that will be in the days to come, and then we'll start playing on ranked a little bit again. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you all on the next one. And just a reminder, I will post in my profile on YouTube my Discord, so you guys can hit me up for any you can submit games to me and things like that you guys want me to check out. And yeah, that's pretty much it.